So I have issues with the So I've had this ongoing struggle with my car. It makes this really horrible noise. Not so much when I'm driving, but when I'm idling, it's really freaking loud. It's because the harmonic balancer in it is completely shot, hence why it makes that loud noise. So there's this intersection just down the street from me. It's a four-way intersection. And the lights take forever to change, like literally forever. And one day when I was just idling, I was coming actually back from babysitting my cousins, and I was waiting for the light to change. And usually I'll throw my car and park while I'm waiting for the light to change because it doesn't make such a loud noise. But this time I didn't. I really should have, because as soon as the light changed and I started going, this car behind me flashed on its sirens, and woo, it was a freaking cop. And they pulled me over. You know, they're just like, blah 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 blah. Do you know that your car is making a loud noise? Really? The Canadian law enforcement are doing this like safe drive program where they're pretty much pulling over cars that they think are unsafe. Pretty much, it's really stupid. It's just a way for them to suck more money out of us, because if your car is pulled over and they deem it unsafe, what they do is they yank your license plate, and then you have to pay to get it fixed, and you have to pay to get it re-safetied, and it's just a big pain in the frickin' ass, completely unnecessary. My car was not a driving hazard or anything, it was just making this loud noise. I was getting it fixed, but you know, I couldn't get in to see my mechanic for a couple of weeks, so it's not like and I'm not gonna pay freaking $500 to have some like Midas or something fix my part, because the part itself is $138, and then labor, and it's a freaking Ford, and Fords are very labor intensive. So like, you know, I was just gonna wait a couple of weeks until I could actually get into my mechanic. But you know, the cops, they don't care about that shit. They just care about what goes into their wallet, you know, to protect and serve their wallets. Luckily, I didn't get my license plates yanked, and I didn't get a ticket or anything. He let me go with a warning. I didn't expect it, because I'm not exactly, you know, according to the Drive Smart website, if a police car stops you for any offense, remain seated in your car and switch the engine off. Be nice and courtesy to the police officer and do everything that he asks. Present your license, your vehicle registration, your insurance information, and listen to what they're going to say to you. When he pulled me over, I was really freaking annoyed, for one, and because I've never been pulled over before. I was really annoyed that it was for something that was so stupid. I wasn't nice, and I wasn't polite, and I was annoyed, and I showed that I was annoyed and frustrated and extremely pissed off. And he's just all like, yeah, I'm a cop. You must obey me, because I'm the law enforcement. So Saturday, I actually took my car in to get it fixed. So I was driving my car from my cousin's house in Port Colborne, and I had to drive it out to Wainfleet, where my uncle had his shop there. And I was at that damn intersection again, waiting to go. And just as I was going through the lights, this cop came out of nowhere behind me, flashing its lights, and I got fucking pulled over again. Oh, can you say fuck on YouTube? Well, anyway. I got pulled over again, and the cop's like, you know, he comes up to my window, taps on it, roll. I'm like really annoyed, because I'm like on a deadline to get to my uncle's before, you know, he starts working on another project. And he's just like, you know, license, registration, blah 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 blah, and it looks like the same guy, but again, they all look the same, except they vary between whether they're skinny or fat or male or female. But mostly, what I get pulled over by are freaking male cops, and I cannot stand male cops. You know why? They got such cocky attitudes, like, you know, they're like, I'm a cop, be afraid. I mean, I hate guys to begin with, and I especially hate cops. So being a guy and being a cop, it's just a double strike in my book. They just look at you all like, oh, I'm superior to you, and you should be afraid because I'm a man and I got a gun. They fumble with their belt, you know, adjusting their jocks, and it's like seriously, like, they think they're the shit and then some, because you know they're male cops and they think they can do anything they want to, like they're invincible. You're not Superman. You're not not that Superman's real, but you know they think they're such the shit, and they think that women, especially women who they pull over, are going to be nice and respectful of them because they are a male cop. Not this woman. Not this woman. I'm not nice to any guy. Well, okay, I'm nice to some guys, but most of the time I'm not, because I hate their demeanor and their attitudes and the cockiness and the way they talk to you and the way they look at you like you're some helpless victim, and that you should, you know, they should pull down their pants and you should suck on them right then and there so that you don't get a ticket. I'm not the type of girl who's going to do that. I'm also not the type of girl who's going to be
Mr. Officer, I'm so sorry that my car is making such noise. I didn't know. I don't know anything about cars, Mr. Officer. Here's my license and registration and my insurance information. Is there anything else that you may need, Mr. Officer?
that I was on my way to my uncle's to get my car fixed. So instead of giving me a ticket or seizing my plates because I was about to get it fixed, what he did is he reminded me that I should be more respectful and that I shouldn't talk in such a tone. And I'm surprised that the 2 times I've gotten pulled over, I didn't get arrested for being a sassy son of a biatch. So what happened is he escorted me to my uncle's. But he did say that if I did get pulled over again and my car was still making that ruckus, that they would not be so kind the next time. Which the cop who pulled me over before him had said the exact same thing. I hate police officers, especially male ones. Did I do something wrong, Mr. Officer? How do I feel about cops? What do I think about cops? Do I respect cops? Oh. Maybe this little rant, no, maybe this little reel will help you understand. Cops. Whatever. So over it. Guys are so easy. Is that a gun in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? As if I would actually say that. I need a drink. So, in summation of all of this information, that kind of rhymes, here's what it comes down to, in my opinion. Cops suck! Cha. Say hello to my little friend. Oh, I'm a cop. Be afraid of my male gunstick.